A lot of news to get to. Let's start with this. The Trump administration reportedly debated a move that would lift some tariffs against China to help reach a trade deal. That report crossing yesterday. Could these ideas lead to a breakthrough? Let's bring in Tori Whiting. He's a trade economist at the Heritage Foundation. She is a economist at the Heritage Foundation. Tori. So what did you make of all of this? You know, markets really reacted to this report that Steve Mnuchin, in private strategy meetings at Treasury, was floating the idea, let's pull back on the tariffs, give the Chinese an incentive to come to the table. Treasury pushing back on that. What do you make of what we're seeing, these developments?
Well, here's the thing. The Heritage Foundation has been recommending from the very beginning of last year and even before that tariffs are not the way to achieve changes with China. The Heritage Foundation put out a report last year saying that we need to be focusing on sanctioning individuals and companies that use or steal U.S. intellectual property. We need to be using the WTO, and we need to strengthen CFIUS. You know, the administration has made gains in these areas, and these are the areas that are really going to put the pressure on China, not taxing the American people through tariffs.
All right, so the tariffs, you're talking about the negative effect on the tariffs on the U.S. economy. Maybe that is part of Mnuchin's strategy, but at the same time, we do know that the Chinese vice premier is confirmed now. He's going to be coming to town on the 30th and 31st. We also know, and you're the economist here, that the Chinese economy has been weakened. The data from China itself has shown us that. Doesn't that give the U.S. a stronger negotiating platform?
Well, I think that you've seen the tariffs really negatively impacting both economies. Some may argue it's impacting China more than the United States, but I think there's many factors that are impacting China's economy right now. Trade is just one of those things. We need to be focusing on implementing policies here at home that are going to be the best for American businesses to thrive, and increasing their taxes and increasing the harms or the barriers to them doing business is not the way to do that. We need to get back to that pro-growth formula that the Trump administration has been pushing for the last 2 years, and that's low taxes, low regulations, and open trade.
Well, let me switch you now to the U.S. economy, because what we're seeing now with the shutdown is a lot of pressure on, I mean, you've got 9 of the 15 agencies, right, that don't have funding. You've got this partial shutdown. You've got furloughed workers. They're starting to apply for food stamps. You know, what is the economic effect, in your opinion? We've already kind of estimated, based on Kevin Hassett's comments this week, we're looking at maybe a 0.5% of GDP for the month of January. How are you worried about the shutdown's effect on our economy?
Well, at this point, my biggest worry is about the shutdown are, of course, getting the government back open and making sure that the individuals who are really going to be helping to make, specifically in trade policy, work for the American people are able to actually be in the office and doing their job. So we had, at the beginning of this week, USTR start furloughing workers, and we need to get those people back to work.
Yeah, Tori, I think everyone agrees that this is becoming a very painful shutdown. And in the middle of this, these negotiations with the Chinese, if they can get a deal with the Chinese, we may have a good market turnaround. Tori, thank you very much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.